Mhm. Yo, 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 yo. You guys can hear me properly, or is there any issue with the mic? Hello, hello, hello. Is the mic working properly? Let me see in the chat. I don't see any messages in the chat, so I think it doesn't work properly. Let me. Oh, okay, now it worked. Okay, perfect. Wait. Let me quickly put it down. Ho, 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 ho. Yo, 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 guys, what's up? I hope you're doing well. You can see me, right? Just write in the chat. I will quickly open up our platform for today that we want to use. Okay, okay, perfect, perfect. Oh, okay, wait, let me check. Okay, okay. Hey, bro, Antonio, relax. Let me check. Do you still have this weird sound? Or is it now gone? Because I need to check, it's like the first stream ever here from my end. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, guys. So, welcome to today's first live stream ever. And in this live stream, guys, I will walk you through the process of like how to do proper product research. So it's a little research guide for you guys. Let me quickly open my stream on another device so I can see if everything is working properly for you with the chat. Okay, so yeah, guys, in today's call, I will quickly show you like a few research methods you could just copy paste and you could start using them and implementing them into your like daily business. And yeah, so basically before we get into this whole topic of how to do proper research, so as you can see, this is like a spy tool that you can use, and you have like different type of spy tools available. For beginner, you only need like PP ads. You can use Kello data, and at the same time you can use Winning Hunter. Those tools might be enough, to be honest, in the beginning time. So if you're starting your journey, these tools are like literally completely enough. You don't need more, you don't need any extra things. This is like completely enough. And before we dive into this topic of how to do product research, I will quickly open up PP ads. So yeah, guys, one thing that you need to understand is when it comes to product research, right? There is certain criteria you need to take care of. So before we even talk about like, yeah, this is the exact way how to find winning products, you need to understand what is a winning product. So we need to learn that a winning product has like multiple criteria that are very important for us, especially when we want to make like a good amount of money with our like e-commerce business, right? And when it comes to those winning product criteria, we have number one, that we have a product that has a wow factor. So we want a product that solves a real problem. The reason why we want a product like this is because this is our unique selling point. So because we're not selling a product, we're selling a solution, and we're selling the desired state. So let's say your product is a skincare product, you're not selling the ingredients, you're selling that at the end of the day, if people use it, their skin is better. So they get the desired skin that they always wanted. So in our case, the only thing that we are really selling is not the product, it's not ingredients, it's literally the solution of this product. So what will happen after people start using your product, right? And yeah, so number two is our product needs to have like a wow factor. And what I mean by wow factor, guys, is if people see your product, they need to feel like, oh wow, what is this? Interest needs to be awakened. So there's like certain ways. So number one is if your product has like if you have criteria number one, so your product is a problem solution product, the wow factor is like guaranteed. Why? Because if people see your product and they will think like, oh yeah, it's the first time me seeing this product, and then after they will just check they will check like your whole store and everything, and they will see this product and think, oh, I have the same current state, my skin is not good. And then just by seeing your ad creative where you show where a female as example or a male with bad skin is talking about how in 2 months his skin turned from this to this, the wow factor is now again what functionality the product has, so what the product makes with you. So basically this is like the product, like the wow factor that we can create if number one, like the criteria number one, which was like that the product solves like a real problem, if this is like there, everything, we don't need to do any further research. If we want like a wow factor, it's always completed. So you will never find a product which solves a real problem which doesn't have a wow factor, because this goes hand in hand. But let's say your product doesn't solve a problem. So let's say you're selling clothing. So the wow factor is how it looks like, right? So let's say you're selling, I don't know, a long sleeve or a t-shirt. So now the design is very important. You need to find a design which is performing very well, and you can just use it to like make more and more money, right? And yeah, let me quickly check something if you can see the scene properly, because I'm not sure if everything works in the proper way. So yeah, as example, guys, so let's say you're having long sleeve, no matter what type of product. Oh, sorry. Now I think you can see me back. So yeah, so let's say you're having long sleeves, you're having no matter what kind of clothing, at this point, the clothing that you sell is what makes your product like a winning product, right? So this is now the most important thing to focus on. And yeah, so number 3 is that your product has a big audience, like in big markets. So let's say you're selling a product for hair loss, skincare, weight loss. There is dozens of people which are fat. There's dozens of people which have like issues with hair. So these kind of products will sell very, very, very good. But let's say you guys selling like something for a small niche. So let's say you're selling a product which is good for people which are having, I don't know, pets, but a pet which is not common. So let's say they have a snake at home. At this point, your target audience is very, very small. And this is why we can't really like push the store to like unlimited of numbers, you know? So we need to go step by step, and the scaling potential is limited based on the limited audience, right? But yeah, so, and number 4 is that your product has like a retargeting rate, because this kind of retargeting rate will allow you to scale like infinite. You can scale every day because you know that somebody who already liked your product will probably buy again without you needing to put more effort in, like nothing. You don't need to do anything, and people will still come back and buy. And this is like the benefit if you guys find something that has like a retargeting rate. So something that is trending right now is supplements, as example skincare products, as example whitening strips, because all of those products, once you use them and they're finished, you need them again. So people get addicted to your product because it gives them like real results, right? So these are like 4 criteria you need to take care of. And the last criteria, which is very important if you want to build like a sustainable brand and not only doing like pump and dump dropshipping, is that your product is evergreen. So it's not related to any trend or any market season. And what I mean by market season is, let's say you're selling like a winter, like a big jacket. At this point you can't sell it, you can sell it good in winter, but in summertime nobody will buy. So your product is related to a certain stage per year, but you want a product that people can buy all year round. So this is how we can make sure we're building like a high income stream, because no matter if you run the ads in January or February or March or July, every time our CPAs will still keep consistent in good numbers, because at all times people need our product. And yeah, this would be like very important. So now that you know a little bit about it, I would deep dive with you into my own testing strategy, like product research strategy, how I find products that I want to test at the end, and how I validate if these products are saturated or not. So you will get a little breakdown on how I am doing it, and you can just copy paste to find your first winning product. So one thing's first, I don't go to the ad library, ad tracker, I always go to ad product, because this is the screen where I can see all the products that are currently going like viral, right? And something that I always do is when it comes to the end date, I just click the date of today. And for the start date, I will always go from like last Friday until now and apply. So now we will have multiple days that we run the store already, right? So these products are run like by multiple days. And what we're doing now is we sort it by the number of ads. As example, we can say that this foundation 4-in-1 medium spectrum have in the days of like from the June 7th until June 10, it already got like 2,500 ads, which is for us a very good indicator that this product is selling very, very good right now. Same goes for the waterproof eyeliner, same goes for the herbal relief roll-on. So all of those products that you can see there, they have right now a big potential for scaling it like unlimited. And in our case, so if you take a look right now, these are like products that have like a ton of ads. So these people are currently scaling, because you need to know any research tool, and we're talking about Calo data, we're talking about Winning Hunter, PPLs. At the end of the day, it's just a research tool. Their information are not 100% right, but they're also not 100% wrong. So you, of course, if you can see that the amount of ads increased every day, you can probably know they're scaling, even if impressions doesn't look good. Because you can just think from a very easy perspective. If you run 800 ads and all of them having like a $5 CPA, at this point 78,000 impressions would be so cheap that But oh, yeah, I will definitely check out everything. So if I can improve it somehow in the future. But yeah, so basically, if you now have like all the different types of ads, so you just check, okay, is there something like this? Did something change throughout the like last few days? And why we're not checking products as example like 2 months ago? Because most of these products sold a lot. So as you can see, we have here 18,000 ads, 14,000 ads. And if I would ask you as a beginner guys, did you ever saw this product? Most of you would say, yeah, I already saw the same products over and over again. So you can, as you can see, you will find products that you already know from before. And that's why when we try to scale something, we always go like until the last Friday. You can also go like 14 days maximum. And we just walk through the process, take a look at the product, see what we can find, what is working properly, what is looking for us good. So you remember the 5 criteria I gave you. So you just take a look at the 5 criteria. So let's say we go to so let's say we go to this product here. This product here has number 1, it gives people a good smile. So it solves a problem because many people feel insecure because of teeth, so it's already gone. This insecurity is gone. Number 2 is the wow factor is like lightning white teeth without any like, you don't need to make any like big investment into like veneers or crowns or like bleaching. You just get it for one-time payment. Number 3 is when it comes to the market, everybody cares about their own teeth and how they're looking. This is why whitening strips and all the whitening kits are selling good. So you can see, okay, the market is probably also big. Number 2 is when it comes to number 4, retargeting rate, the issue is it depends on the product. So if it's something that you can't use like for 6 months and then you need it again, then you have like a good retargeting rate. But if this product, as example, right, doesn't have this feature, so after you start using it, the first issue that will happen is that your product will slowly lose like, so it's maybe your product lose the color, so you can use it like as a retargeting, but let's say you don't have it, so there is no retargeting rate, right? And now with the evergreen market, of course, people want white teeth in winter time and Christmas time, but also in summertime and fall time, so this product can sell year round. I know this is not a recommendation to say something like this, but this is like a good example to see how a winning product would look like. Wait. I will quickly check because of my device. Let me quickly walk you through the questions you had, so I can open the chat now. Yeah. Let me see what you asked in the chat. So you don't use Calo data. I use Calo data, but I use a lot of different spy tools, you know, when it comes. So as example, on this channel, maybe like in a few days, we will start our first like live challenge where we start from live. So like I will do a speed run where I build a store, find a winning product, create the ads and everything in a very short amount of time and just scale them. So we will test these ads and then we will see how the ads performs and everything, live everything. Then you will see like how I went through all the different spy tools. But in general, I would recommend everybody as a beginner also like using PP ads. And now to quickly like take a look at the next question. I sell it on Meta right now, but it's not profitable. Maybe. So let's say you're selling something on Meta, right? Your whole purpose of selling is way harder, right? Because on Meta something like sales copy, your website needs to be different. You can't run an emoji benefit store for Meta when the target audience is way older, right? So you need to always prepare your store for your target audience. If your audience are people that are older, and you can't sell something like with an emoji benefit, right? So you need to build like a store which gives more information, because old people like to get more infos instead of benefits. So this is something you need to take care of. Okay, let me check the next question from you guys. I already tested. I also sold most of this product. Yeah, so the reason when you guys don't make any success, right? Remember, something that you need to understand, and this is like a quick example for you only, so you can one time understand it and then you don't ever need this kind of reminder, right? So let's say, let me quickly turn on the camera again. Ooh, okay. Let me check if everything looks good. Yeah, okay, it looks decent. So, yeah, guys. So basically, when it comes to you, right, and you try to sell, as example, products, and I would ask you now, so you can even write in the chat. If I would ask you now in the chat, hey guys, how did you validate if your product is a winning product? So how is your validation process? You would text me now, yeah, so I saw this product and it looks good, and I went on my ad account and test. So why did you turn off the product then? Was it the product that wasn't good, or was it the ads? Your ad creative that doesn't perform. So the biggest issue that people have is something like a winning product doesn't really exist. This is something that we call so. So every guru in online, all these people flexing money, they just named it winning product. But in reality, every product is a winning product with the right marketing. Because imagine, guys, if there's agencies which can guarantee you, no matter what kind of local businesses, that they can get you leads. Why does it? So something like this couldn't work, right? Because there needs to be like the winning agency. There needs to be like the winning local business. But something like this doesn't exist. You can sell everything. And it goes only back to how you do your ads. How did you run your ads? Did you use certain frameworks for your ads that really worked? So let's say your ad is just somebody walking and talking about, so after using the product, it helped me. No, it doesn't work. Because you need people really talking about like, this is it. And even with winning ads, because a lot of people nowadays have this misconception that it's about the winning ads. It's not even about the ads. Because most of you guys can tell me right now, I had one ad and it has like a 30-cent CPC. I'd had like a lot of views on my website, but no sales. What is with them now? Because their creatives was good, so the website wasn't good. So the winning product is the combination of each variable working perfectly. So when we talk about your store, your products, your creatives, everything worked perfectly fine. Everything worked, so the creatives reached the right audience, and those right audience come to a perfect website that fits for them. And this website fits perfectly, and now if they take a look at the offer, they feel like missing out if they don't buy. So this is the reality of the winning product when it comes to running a successful e-com store. So the winning product is not your creative, it's not the ad strategy, and it's not even like your product. It's literally your offer, which needs to be very good, and everything between it, like the whole process needs to fit. So if your offer is good and you have a fitting website, if you're having good creatives, and if you run with a good ad strategy and you have a good product, easy. You will make easy money. And this is like one of the easiest way. So even for one of my students at the moment, with the 6-figure fast track event inside of my community, if you remember, guys, he started, and at his first testing day, he's already close to like 500 euros in his first ever testing day. And you can see how fast this go. Why? Because he has a solid offer, and even for him right now, the offer isn't fitting right. So he has only like a 1% conversion rate. So the offer needs to be upgraded, but still it's good enough to convert a few people. And this is what we need to focus the most on, to build like an offer and a system which guarantees us to benefit and which guarantees us to win. And so this is why when we talk about winning products, winning ads and stuff like this, it doesn't really exist. It's more the whole system that is in place. But inside of those live streams and inside of the YouTube, you will learn everything. So there will be an upload about offer in a few days, where I talk about like the 3-level offer system I use for my own e-commerce stores and also for my clients to help them like level up. There will be videos about how to build like a high converting store. So you will learn everything from A to Z here. And wait, Cheyenne, can I be one of your 101 students? You can reach out on Discord, brother. then we can talk about this as well. It's really hard to make images for store if you are making custom. You know, something like this you don't even need. When it comes to images, try to stick very like the easiest way I could recommend you right now with ChatGPT is basically add your product. So when you run your ads, right, you take your product images and go on Canva. With the magic eraser, you put away the name, write your brand name, right? Now you go on ChatGPT and tell him create me like a branded product image, and you send your product image where you write with Canva. And what happens with ChatGPT, guys, is basically ChatGPT will optimize the whole picture, and this is how everything looks really real. And then what you're doing is you take a look in your target audience, what kind of ads worked in your target audience, and you just take those ads, like image, like product images, I mean. So let's say they have an image as example like this, or they have an image with benefits on it, right? You can just take it, and then you go on ChatGPT and ask, hey, can you create this kind of image with my product? And what will happen is ChatGPT will literally place your product there and copy it. So you will have like very branded images. So it's very, very easy to do it literally. And just for you, you don't really need branded product images, right? It's more about the whole, like, let's say you use the same background colors because you build like a little branded environment for the people. You use like a good website. People feel already branded. Just imagine most of the big clothing streetwear brands that you know nowadays don't even have websites that are crazy. Their product images are literally just a man wearing it. That's it. Not even like a video or anything. But the language does not match. Also, let's say we have item A, a red bike that has 2 wheels. Here, if I make it have 2 wheels on. Oh, yeah, you need to check. So, for me personally, it worked perfectly fine. Maybe I can do like a whole community call about this one time. So, maybe in tomorrow's call or like in a Q&A call, I can quickly walk through the process how I'm doing it with like an example product, and then you can see how it works for me and how I do everything. So you can just take a look at it. But yeah, guys, so this was like an example. So now you just went through it. You have one thing that I can recommend you guys is creating a checklist. So with the 5 criteria, there's a checklist. I will definitely upload the checklist today or tomorrow instead of the free resources in the community. Just go there. It's completely for free. Take the product checklist and just check. Does it work? Okay, then you start. Go on PPAds, start a product. Then you see this product, take a look what it is, and then just check mark. Okay, step number 1, work. Step number 2, work. 3, work. 4, work. Done. That's it. Don't overthink anything. Just, okay, work, done. And now you create a list with all of these products that worked, and now you have a list with winning products. And the next thing is you check now, okay, does every product have good ads? Are those like ad credits that have potentially performing? So let's say you have UGC ads. So let's say you take a product like this one here, and you see, oh, there's a ton of UGC ads that you can rip off and create your own, use it. And yeah, so this is like the whole purpose. So when it comes to researching, it's very easy, to be honest. You don't need to overthink anything. You can just walk through this process, take a look if you find like a good product, and that's it. And now, before we went on, I will quickly show you something which is always good for you to learn. Let's say now you're creating your list, right? And you find, let me see if we can, let's say you find this foundation 4-in-1. What you're doing now, after you do this, you press on the X 2 times. So now all ads will be shown. And you're writing foundation 4-in-1. I think they write like this. So, and now just take a look how many products exist from this. And if you see, it's a lot, you know. So most of the products you can see June 6th. So wait, don't sort it by the number of ads, sort it by like start date. Now you see 10 June. So a lot of people start running it today. There's another guy. So now walk through the process. How many people run this ad before? And let's say it's a lot of people. Then your product is probably saturated because a lot of people already run it, right? And if so many people run it, even for cheaper prices, good prices, you can probably think of moving on to another product because it's very saturated, right? So in this product case, you have a ton of people running it. But one thing that we can clearly see is that people who started new also see good results. So as you can see here right now, it started at 7 June and now has 32 ads. June 8, 70 ads. So potentially this has a lot of potential, this product, and we can now quickly click on this, and we can do like a little store review out of his. So this is like the ads, as you can see, UGC type of ads. It looks like real TikToks. It doesn't look like ads. And if we go on the website, hopefully it works with this. Yeah. So now, to make like a little store review for you guys. So let's say you have a store review, right? So as example, a few things that you can already see. This store will not convert properly. Why? Because first of all, the whole bundle section doesn't look good. Number one, right? Then it's like on Spanish or something, like, I don't know even what the language is. I think it's Spanish. Now, the whole header section, just take a look. Number one is worldwide shipping, and then we add again worldwide shipping. Welcome to our store. So this is clearly a bot who is currently selling a product. So let me quickly go on this tab again. So as you can see, he has like 70 ads in total, and he's still running 4 ads. So he will probably die off because he saw no results, right? But this is only because, just take a look at the store. This is not even a branded store. This is like the most simple store build that you can see and you can find online, right? There is no real sections. He just added a description with all the images like people did in 2016, and then he added any like type of like emoji benefits here. Bro, this is like a very bad store. So for me, most of you guys, just by having a better store, you will make more money. And yeah, so basically, as you can see guys, this is like a typical dropshipper. He's selling every product that looks good, have a bunch of necklaces, because most of the people when they start doing e-com have one thing in mind. They're thinking, oh yeah, like necklaces and stuff is selling good. Nah, it doesn't. Because it's hard to sell those, you know. So the store is looking very bad, and that's why it doesn't perform properly. If you guys want, you could send me one of your own stores, and I could check your store and give you like a few, like a little review on your store. But yeah, so to come back, you just check, oh, does a lot of people run it at the moment? Is there somebody in the current time which is making good amount of sales? And the next things that you can do, you can as example go into country and select as example just Germany. And now you can check, oh, is there anyone? So you can see missing jam shade shift, but not a lot of people. Okay, you can see a few guys try to sell those in Germany, but this store, if we go in the store, which is having like a ton of sales right now and a ton of like ads. So if we quickly go with that, it's again the same shrine theme that you see every time on every other people, and it's pretty, to be honest, it's a very similar store. So it could be that somebody saw this store and like literally copy it, right? So they even stopped running this product, and if you take a look, they run mostly on US, and that's why when they run mostly on US, you have like a big market opportunity still left. As example, let's take a look at this shop here. Check mine if possible. Can you show a good example of a store? I don't have an example ready right now. I will probably, I did in the recordings channel and the old community, like in the e-commerce, there's one store build where I showed how to build a winning store. You need to go on this community in the old one and go in the recordings and just look at it. Yeah, it's possible. You can just write the name of your store and then just press like a plus or something, and then your .com or .co, and I will open your store here. Just tell me like the name and I will enter it then. I've tried a lot of products and PPAs, but no luck as far as them to be over. Yeah, so basically with PPAs, you know, it's more about like how to find this product. So when I did multiple store runs, so even stores that made like 10, 15k in day one testing, and those stores literally was products and PPAs. So every research tool works at the end of the day, you know, because you have TikTok shop products here, so similar to Kilodata, you have the same products here. So you can't say like, oh yeah, Kilodata is good, but the other spy tool which literally provides the same isn't good, right? Is it shown? Oh, did you send it me on private or in the chat here? Imagine a theme that has apps. Oh yeah, so a little announcement for you guys. In a few, I think in 1 or 2 months, my own Shopify theme with Anthony Clips together will drop. It's like a project of us where we push like a heavy and crazy theme in the future. So you will, and this theme will have no, you don't need any apps anymore. You don't need an UpCut app, you don't need a Reels Up app, you don't need, the only app you always need is literally like an app where you can track, like you can record the sessions from your customer, so we can track their interactions and what maybe doesn't work. Yeah, you can just write the name of your shop first, so just enter the name of your shop, and then I will search for it, and then you can tell me later if it's com or co or de or I'll wait for your message in the chat so I can quickly review it. Maybe let me take a look at the chat. Maybe it's blocked. Maybe I can see it here somehow. If you, okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Let me quickly search for it. And what's the dot what? com? Oh, you literally created the store with this product. I found your product, I think, your store. It's .com, right? You can just say yes in the chat and I can... Oh, it's a bit delayed, right? Okay, you can see the screen again, or is it still? Oh, yeah, it works again. Okay. So yeah, guys, we will quickly walk through your store, brother. So just by taking the first look, I already know it's probably the pre-built theme from Anthony. So yeah, we will start quickly right now. So the top here, your announcement bar needs to get like a level up immediately. And before we talk about this, let me click inspect, because we will check only the mobile version, because this is the most important version for us. Most of your clients will come to your website, so the desktop version doesn't matter, to be honest. So we will check your images. Looks pretty good, to be honest. Images aren't bad, so you have like a few benefits, even when something that you get for free, people. Now let me check. So announcement bar, guys, to be honest, with the announcement bar, use something as a sales timer there. So let's say there is a custom liquid where you will have like a sales timer as example, like this shop from Bleem, or let's say like a product from 4Chicks. So let's say we take those shop as example. So to compare quickly your shop with this shop here, so let me quickly inspect it as well. So now, as you can see, guys, this is like your shop. This is like the shop of your competitor. And as you can see, they have here like Memorial Day, Ensign. So they have a sales timer, which is every day it will start from again. Do you also? Yeah, I teach Meta and TikTok both. So I have like an own roadmap that I walk through with the clients that I have, because I think the easiest and fastest way to make good results in e-com is literally. So literally, if you want to have a ton of success in your journey, start with TikTok to build like a bit of momentum and test creators fast for a cheap price, and move the winning creators to Facebook. And so you have always like income stream which is fast and growing on TikTok, and you build a consistent e-com stream with Facebook. This is like the easiest way if it comes to making fast money, but also a lot of money, right? Yeah, so basically, guys, I will quickly run through because be fair, so I will be honest to you. So number one is this sales timer. Let's say somebody likes your ad a lot, and he's now joining this. He will think, if I don't buy today, I will miss something. And this feeling of like missing out, which we call FOMO, right, helps you to sell it easier, because people don't think, like, they will go in a state where they just think, if I don't buy, I will probably miss it. So they read the benefits different than before. Let's say somebody comes to this website, hurry up, sale this week only. There is no timer, nothing that stress, because timer are something that stress people. this is why a lot of, even in schools and universities or like colleges, you can see that there is no timer if you write an exam. There is only somebody writing, as example, 30 minutes left or telling it to you. Why? Because if you would have a watch that you can always watch and it's go down and down, every time if you look and it's more near to the end, you will feel like, oh no, I will not make it, and it will stress you. And this exact feeling we want to create with the shop. So we want them to feel like, oh, it's not good, I will probably miss something. We want to give them this feeling. And this is why we're using a timer. So we make the time for decision like because if this timer is just telling you it ends today, but it's a timer, so imagine you're telling a week, but there is like a watch which is telling like, oh, it will end. And now you may be asked, okay, but why can we not use it for like a whole week? Because if you use a whole week and there's like 72 hours, they will think like, oh yeah, 72 hours, it's a long time, so I don't need to stress about it too much now. Wait, let me quickly change the screen. I will quickly find the YouTube video of mine. I will quickly find the YouTube video, and you will see an example store of mine, which looks very like similar to those Yo-Yo J's. I think it's already changed. Perfect. Let me quickly go on my YouTube studio, because I can show you the video then, and you can quickly see how it looks like. So it's also like a great benefit for you guys. So I can show you one store, but because I remembered with the recording, I can just show it here, because I thought on this application that maybe, what is a high converting store? Okay, I copied it now, and at the YouTube video, does it work? It doesn't allow me to open YouTube, sadly. Yeah, so you need to go back to the like e-commerce tree, but I will upload a YouTube video about this. I think you might see the screen again. Okay, perfect. So number one is how can you add? So every theme allows you to add like a custom liquid. Today after this live stream, you can check the community on Discord, and I will upload on Discord the custom liquid, and you can just add it to your shop. You will get it for free. You don't need to pay any money for the custom liquid. You will get it for free, and you can enter it to your shop. So number one is you will have this, and now this section with free shipping from US warehouse, and they're telling you the offer here. This is like a strategic reason why, because they're making the benefits so they're talking about like the reviews and the how much to save at the top. But this is something you don't even need to do. Now come back to your store. So number one is with your product image, something that you need to always do when you build your product images, your logo. You need to cut down. So when you cut down the logo, only like the top and the bottom, so very close. So this is how your logo appears smaller, and your whole header bar will look more clean on mobile. So as example, take a look at this and take a look at this. Which one would you say look cleaner? Of course this one, because it's like very small. And you can do the same with a logo as well. Just cut it down small, and then everything will look clean and small. Now under this section, what I always do is I add another announcement bar where I write something like "See results or get your money back" if it's like a product which solves a problem, or let's say it's a clothing product, 30-day money back guarantee. So you're adding a guarantee for the people to feel more that they trust you more and they feel more secured. And all of this is still part of the offer, right? So it's not about like the high converting store build. It's part of like these sections are part of building your offer, right? So yeah, now the product images are always use thumbnails as well. Now rated, it's okay. Product name, you can leave away your name. Just make a product name which is small and good fitting. Use a product name which helps the people when they see your product name. They will think like, oh yeah, this product looks pretty good for me. Now, when it comes to emoji benefits, use benefits which are real benefits. So as example, fragrance and paraben free, it's not a benefit for them. It's just in fact about the product. Add something that would make the product people happy. So as example, here you can see on your first image, improve your skin. So use for your emoji benefit, improved skin. Use something, name this benefit, because this is what makes your product different. So try to figure out, you can imagine, brother, your before and after pictures, how somebody gets rid of like bad skin. But none of the benefits talk about this. You just name like, oh yeah, it's a sunscreen serum, light, medium color. Bro, this is not your solution. The solution is having a store build which will lead the people, so as example, your potential customer, to feel like, oh, if I buy, my skin get better. So you're not naming benefits. So remember, the name is emoji benefits on most themes. But what you did, you make like an emoji, how you would say it, like emoji facts. You just spit facts about the product, but go with the benefits. So when you go on this store, as example, you can see they use like a little text, what I'm a big fan of, because I'm always a fan to have like a little text here, which will help people to understand the product better. So let's say here you have the text, get fuller and healthier eyelashes in 30 days. This is your text, which is very, very easy, right, to use. So now if you have get fuller and healthier eyelashes in 30 days, so you can write something like get healthier skin in 30 days. So now people will think like, oh, my skin gets better. So you just name a big benefit, and after this you say like something like results in 2 weeks, long-lasting results, a few benefits that your product really has, right? And now your whole product page will look way better. I would love to show you, but I will in tomorrow's, probably like tomorrow and 2 days, I will have the second live stream, and in this live stream I will build the shop live. So I will show you live how I built like a high converting store, and you can just replicate and duplicate my shop. You can, every time you can just duplicate, and I have a ChatGPT prompt that I always use for my whole copy that I will give you away. So like a few people from here, you will get the whole like ChatGPT for free. So every copy, so I mean about like the whole website copy is done for you. You just copy paste everything and you have like a high converting store already. And yeah, so now with the bundle, your bundle section is looking good, but offer wise, your offer is not, so number one is, brother, and let me refresh quickly your website so I can show it to you. So you see, you pre-selected the offer by one, but your goal is to increase AOV. So when we rock like bundle offer, we want to sell with higher AOV. So pre-select to offer where you feel like, oh, this is like the best offer. So when you have most popular, so if you have like an most popular offer which you want to have as your best offer, which feels people irresistible, you will pre-select this. When you let him speak, oh no, they let me speak, bro. All good, Antonio. So yeah, so basically when in 2 days on YouTube again, and where I post everything, always in the Discord. It's completely free, so I'm not running any paid community or anything like this. You can just join for free and that's it, because I'm not a guru, this is my main business. So I'm teaching you what I every day do. So if I do like $50,000 in 3 days with a brand new store, I'm not in need for like $30 a month subscriptions, right? That's why you get everything for free there. We have like this week even 4 weekly calls for completely free, no hidden cost, nothing. So just join and learn. And yeah, so as you can see, the offer, so pre-select this offer, bro, and add to cart button is looking good. You have like low stock. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm more a big fan of adding like a few payment options, because payment options give people like security, because they will feel like, oh, if even Visa, PayPal allow them to use it, they can't be scammed. This is like typical thinking of people. That's why most of the big brands, as you can see here, they're adding the payment option. So if you have a product, so most likely beginner don't have any as seen on, right? But yeah, so when it comes to this one here, it looks good, to be honest. It doesn't look bad, so you're having a good section, good text. But if you have a product like this, brother, you need to always add ingredients, because people want to feel secured about what is in, because you're selling something that people will use. So don't let it open. That's why conversion rates always drops. What offer would you make? I need the product prices. So before me personally deciding an offer, I always need to see the prices for a product. Oh, thank you, Jace. So yeah, guys, so basically when it comes to the offer, just try to take a look at, okay, what kind of product prices do you have? How much is the price for 1, for 2, and for 3 pieces? Then you will check what kind of products, if you add them, would work like in a bundle. And then I would just think, so let's say I have a high product price for 2, but as example, let's make it very simple. Let's say you're selling an essential hair oil, which helps with regrowth of hair, like regrowing hair. Now what you would do, you have like your regrowing hair oil, and you could add as example an oil applicator and like a derma roller, which helps like to open up everything so the oil goes better into the hair. So now, you can just create something like this, which will help you like to improve the store in general, right? Images are it's looking good. You can definitely level it up. Even this section here, always add like video banner, because this is something where people see how real people use your product, which is very good. But in general, also like your 30-day guarantee, it's a very, very basic shop, you know. And when I did the store build for the community, our store looks similar to this one here. So I built a store like this, and I will show you like how to do a shop like this, how to build something like this, where you can guarantee your own success. And when we talk about like CRO, so conversion rate optimization, guys, we're not talking about you making an extra $10. We're talking about, like, as example, once I go to Replo and I let somebody cook with my old store, without even spending more money on it, this store was generating multiple 6 figures a month extra. And I don't even need it to spend more money, because now with the same amount of money, the conversion rates are cracking, wasn't crazy. But yeah, so in general, bro, your store's looking very basic. I would say it's looking like a bot store, you know? So when people take a look at it, they don't feel like this is a legitimate brand. So you doesn't hit this branded appeal. Your store looks like an beginner store, you know? And people will see this and sense this. So if you want to have like a branded store, you need to work on everything a little bit more in depth. But yeah, you can definitely send the cock. So one thing that I will also do, so what I'm even myself are doing every time, is when I see a product that I find good, I will go on ChatGPT and I have like a little prompt, and this prompt includes like, hey, you're like a 7-figure product developer, and I'm currently wanting to sell this product. What kind of product would you think would fit? So I can build like an high AOV bundle as example, right? And now what will happen, and ChatGPT will give you products that fit to your main product. So you're able to do bundle offer with like different products, and you can just check, because most of the products, let's say you have a product like this, just giving them another bottle for free, or like even let's say with this bottle that you're getting, so because they don't already know how the product is. So products like this, people don't from the scratch on want 2 of them. But if you make the process of using the product easier, people will love it, and this is like the perfect way, right? But yeah, guys, in general, I think this was like bro, you know, everybody starts at some point, you know? So it's not about like you being a bot, which is bad. It's completely fine, you know? Yo, I'm back. I needed to check quickly something, but so yeah, so basically, guys, this kind of reviews, we can always run such reviews as this. So if you are scared about like maybe you're leaking your product or something, I can set up something where I can hide your store name and your link, and I can just walk you through the process of reviewing your store. So you don't need to feel any scared of, oh no, maybe my store get leaked. So we can always create something like this. My name is Matvey. So yeah, bro, I'm like from Germany, bro, and yeah, it was great. I hope the help helped you a lot. Oh, okay. I would send my shop. Oh yeah, something that you can always do is, if you want to let me review your shop like completely like in depth, as example with now our friend Matvey, you can always just send your store, and I will do like a separate call for this, where I will add like a little bar here and in the link section, so nobody can see it, and I can just walk through the process of taking a look at your store. But oh, sorry, hello, you can hear me good again? I think now it's better again. Oh, I think it's better now. You can write in the chat. I think the stream is a bit delayed. Oh, okay, perfect, bro. Yeah, so guys, I will just finish the first live stream ever. it will be available for you inside of on YouTube, so you can rewatch it. So especially for those who want to see like how to level up their store bot and everything, you can just take a look at it and learn from it. And with the product research section, I hope you understand how to run like the whole product research process now and in a better way. So this is how you take saturated. I will update tomorrow like the checklist for you guys, where you can just walk through the checklist every time, and I will upload for you the criteria again. So there will be like a little document with criteria, and with everybody who wants the store reviewed, right? So if you want me to review your store, you can just send me, I will create a form for this. You can send me your stores and I will hide everything so nobody can see your store name or the link. And I will just walk through the process of like taking a look at your store. So we can definitely run something like a store review live stream in the future. And I think probably in 2 or 3 or 4 days, I will do the live challenge where I will do like a whole store and everything like in a very short amount of time. And then we will see how the store went like after day 1, and I will keep you updated and scale the shop then live with you guys. So we will also go live in the TikTok Ads Manager and scale this, take a look at the ads, take a look how it performs, and I will explain you why we choose certain decisions, why we did certain decisions. So yeah, you will see like a whole breakdown on everything. Yeah, I think it was a great call, guys. It's the first time me live streaming ever. I hope you enjoyed it. I think we had like a ton of viewers, to be honest. Like we have a lot of viewers for the first ever live stream. I think compared to like other people, it's pretty good. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for your time, and seeing you then in the next one, right? Bye bye bye.